What's up, YouTube? Back at it again. We're here in the garage. Today, I'm gonna do some camshaft identification. I basically have two camshafts today. I got a trick flow stage 1. It's a TFS 5140 2000. Came out of one of the blocks that I took apart. And then I have a factory Z camshaft, factory Ford roller. Came out of a Fox body. Now, factory Ford Mustang camshafts had Z and ZE that were non-Cobra, because Cobra had its own. And so did Explorer and Truck. And I'm here to show you real quick the differences. I wasn't gonna make it a long video, and I super appreciate you guys listening to me ramble on. But you know what? I have so much information to give that sometimes I just get overwhelmed. So make sure you like and subscribe to the video and share it for future content. We're gonna be going live at the track most of the year. Real quick, one quick mention. Turbo car's still rolling. We just got most of the parts cleaned up. As you can see here, we've already ordered some of the parts. Did a lot of powder coating and cleaning up. We're gonna make good power on a stock bottom end motor. It's stock piston, stock crank, stock cam. We're gonna put a girdle on it so it doesn't mess up the track if it breaks, right? And then we're gonna put some power and some boost to it. So we're gonna have some fun. So make sure you guys check out this video of this turbo car. I got two Sonic Blue car videos, which really kind of makes it confusing, and I apologize. But make sure you keep following on this. We're gonna make some good power on 93 pump gas. We're gonna have some fun. Let's get into it. All right, so what I have here is I have two Fox body camshafts. Now these are roller camshafts, and you can always tell, you know, it's roller just by the way the lift is on the camshaft itself here. This is small block 302, 351, anything small block, even 289 if you convert it to roller. But what I'm basically here to teach you is obviously trick flow, which I'm a dealer with. See that? Trick flow's got their own numbers. Most camshaft and custom camshaft people will have their markings on what their camshaft is. This is a TFS 5140 2000. I just know that from the top of my head. This is a trick flow stage 1. And that's probably the date it was made. It was probably made in sometime in like maybe the 44th week, I don't know, 10th month, I don't know. Probably 08. This camshaft's probably about 10 years old. That's no big deal, right? You know, there's no markings on the front, blah, blah, blah. So this is a trick flow stage 1, okay? Now, this is what I'm here to teach you. Like, you know, all the guys that's been taking their Fox bodies apart, that's got camshafts sitting on the shelf, don't know what they are, I'm here to teach you something. Fox body, pretty much all Ford camshafts have markings on them to determine what they are. And it's not the shit in the back. This jargon, whatever that is. You see that? I mean, what in the world? C2, what? If you was to look that up, you'd probably find a can of Pepsi. Doesn't really have it in the front either. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but not particularly. Ford does have its own stamp, okay? I gotta polish this one up. And I'm gonna show you. Either it's usually on the first or the last stock. It's either here. We'll go slow. I don't see no markings. Okay. All right, so it's not there. So it must be in the rear lobe. No markings, no markings. Bingo. What's that say? That's a Z. Okay. Now, there is a ZE cam too. Okay. They're pretty much the same. I'm not sure without looking at my little cheater book. But one of these was made as a speed density 86.5, 87, 88, 89. Or, excuse me, 86.5, 87, 88. And then 89 when Mass Air came out. I think Z was the Mass Air cam. Now, what's the difference? Nothing, really. It has a very, very, very minute difference. It has something to do with the duration, I think. And I'm talking enough to never figure it out. So I wanted to show you, if you got Fox body cams, dude, they're worth money. They're the biggest Ford cam factory produced for a pushrod small block Ford. They're 444 lift, 1.6 rockers, and I've made 600 wheel, almost 600 wheel in this damn very camshaft, and it's not a strong camshaft. It's just I put 173 Cobra rockers with it, and I had a really good tune, and everything was nice. And you know, you guys see it there in my video. My black car running 1020s. That car made almost 600 wheel, full weight, full interior black car. See that? Right there. I got plenty of videos to show. That was a stock cam. I even had me tearing the damn motor down. Was not was not an aftermarket camshaft. So this is a great camshaft. If you got camshafts sitting on the shelf, just look in the style, Z or ZE. Now, I wanted to teach you something else too, real quick, before I let you go. All Ford camshaft rollers were marked like that. So I've sold a number of the Explorer camshaft, which is the second largest one. Actually, the Explorer camshaft is 422, 448. So it's a little, this is 444 at 1.6. It's 444, 444, and then the Explorer one is 422, 448. And all that stuff, if you look up Z or ZE camshaft on the internet, you will find it. Now, the Explorer camshaft had the same thing, but I think their mark is in the front, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen one in a while, but it says T or TE. That's a truck cam. So, and that's, T or TE is an Explorer truck cam. And I do have a spreadsheet somewhere that shows them all, but Z and ZE was the original Fox body camshaft. So if you got these sitting on the shelf and you don't know what they are and whatever, clean them up, polish them up, put them on eBay. I've been selling these for years, and they're a great camshaft to sell, and they're not junk. So, you know, you don't really need a big camshaft to make power. You could simply put rockers on this camshaft and make good power NA. You know what I mean? So, all right, so what I'm going to do before I do the Fox body camshaft is I'm going to show you how to dial indicate that one as well. I wasn't going to do them both, as I was just going to do the Fox body one, but basically what you're doing is you're measuring from the dead lobe where it's at 0, and you're just measuring the pitch and the lift, and you're multiplying it and doing some simple math. Since most ratios are 1.5, 1.6, not aftermarket, you can see how a camshaft would gain advantage in the valve train by having 1.7, 1.73 rockers. So what I'm doing here and the numbers that I'm getting on this factory Fox body camshaft, which I'm going to show you here in a second, is I'm basically taking my, my calipers here, and I'm measuring, I'm zeroing out at 0, and then I'm measuring the lift. I'm turning it to the top. It's a very rudimentary number, but it gives you a rough guesstimate. So I'm going to do that to the trick flow one, and then I'm going to do it to the Fox body one. The best to take it to a machinist, put a dial indicator on it to get an exact number. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely, those guys are professionals and they do that for a living for a reason. So I'm having a little trouble here. Here we go. I'm kind of at 0. So now I'm going to move my calipers and measure the top. Look at that. I'm seeing 1.32. So 1.32, and you multiply that by 1.6. So 0.320 multiplied by 1.6 will give you the lift ratio of this trick flow. Now the factory one that I do, I'm about to do here in another video, is 0.270. All right, so one more thing I'm going to show you guys real quick is really kind of how to measure it. This is really rudimentary. You should really go to a machinist. But you can see here, I'm going to measure the sides. This is pretty much where the lifter's at 0. So I'm going to zero it out best I can with one hand. And we're going to measure this. Now, this is another way to tell your lift. I'm going to measure this. Now you're going to see this thing move. Now that it's zeroed out, you can see the 274, 275. Of course, this is really rudimentary, so these numbers are going to be kind of off a little bit, right? So my calipers suck. Let's call it 274. Now, if you take 274 and you multiply it by 1.6, you should get about 444, okay? And that's another way to kind of test the fact that it's a Fox body cam. But with that being said, that's about all I needed to show you. That's very rudimentary. It actually should have a dial indicator on it. But, you know, from this lobe, that just tells you how high the lobe is. And it's just kind of a rudimentary thing. You multiply 0.274 times 1.6, which is a rocker ratio, and you'll get your number. So anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe. We got a lot of stuff, good things going on with this turbo. Got a lot of motor parts already cleaned. If you've seen over here, we're about to start getting on these the motor this week. And of course, I'm putting the trans together, which you guys already see over here, laying down, whatever. So anyways, have a good day.